Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video is going to be about Auntm.ai website, and the main reasons why I think it's pretty much the best tool for every summoner, and the one thing that kind of like puts it well over the top anything else you can find out there. So to begin with, I believe many of us have heard about this website already. We know that we can check out our prestige there because it's a prestige calculator. We can read champion abilities, and we can sort and filter champions, and it has basically all the champions in game by the highest rarities. We have a ton of filters that we can try and find out 2015, 2016 champions, or whichever ones we need. We can look by tag, which groups they're kind of from, and by kind of their roles in the game. And also when you look at any kind of like given champion, you can see how the signature ability scaled based on levels, and there's just overall a lot of good stuff that's extremely easy to use in this website, and it's definitely been helpful. However, there is one thing Auntm.ai does provide you with that I don't think any other website does, and for me that is extremely important, and I think it will be for you as well if you are a bit more adventurous and creative summoner. And that is a simple fact that it also lists champion incoming synergies now. And that is huge because there are so many different champions. There's this entire kind of like web of synergies across the contest, and realistically, unless you have photographic memory or whatever it's called, you're not gonna remember it all, right? There's just too much to keep in mind. No matter how experienced summoner you are, you can't always remember every single tidbit of information about your champions. When you look at the champion, you're always free and easy to check out what synergies they have by themselves. However, you do not know on top of the head every single champion in game that might have a valuable synergy with that said champion. For instance, when we look at the Void, where is Void? Let's find Void. We can find all of information about him, all the stats. I'll be honest, I don't really look at the stats that greatly. We can figure out how his signature ability scales, which is awesome. And we can read about all of his abilities, whatever, but the synergy bit is the important one. So first thing they do, they always list what synergies these champions have and with who they have. So you can take Overcoming Fears with these 4 champions, what it does, that's awesome, so on and so forth. It's great. However, especially if you're newer to the contest, you will not know all the champions that do have synergies with Void, that aren't Void basically, and that's why they also list all of them down here below. We can see that we have Fearless with Killmonger, which is extremely important synergy that lets Void regenerate some health. Then we have Deadly Presence that increase Void's debuff damage. Broken Minds, all champions get 1000 armor rating while stunned. Who knows, that might be useful somewhere, but the point is you can find every single tidbit of usefulness from your champion by looking at the sheet, seeing what it synergizes, seeing who you can possibly like unlock it or use it with, and you can build a team around all of that. So this is something you can't do in game. You don't know everything on top of your head, and this is something I haven't seen in any other website anywhere else kind of like mentioned or listed, and for me it is definitely useful, especially like when I do a champion review or I'm just trying to build some fun teams or whatever. I want to see how everything goes together, and when there is a specific champion I want to showcase, I always come here, I tap on the champion synergies, check out everything that can potentially unlock, what is worth talking about, what is not worth talking about, and basically this is the way you can get kind of like optimal usability from your champion, because remember, knowledge is power, and this site offers you an easy handle on this knowledge. You don't have to be some genius who remembers everything in the game about every single champion to find out which champion synergize with your favorite champions. You can just come here, click tap, see everything that's available in game, and see how best to use your champions. Now obviously there are other kind of like useful things about this website. There is a prestige calculator, which I mentioned. There is a mastery builder, which is also quite awesome and quite useful to experiment with your mastery setups without wasting your units, and so on and so forth. And yeah, it is just a great website overall. I do like it. I do use it almost daily, if not daily, then several times a week. You can find the champions, filter champions. Like for instance, when I make my top 10 lists, I often refer to this website just to have an easy overview about every single champion in the game and making sure that I don't miss anything. And yeah, so definitely my kind of suggestion and plea to summoners is do check out this website. Do not forget about it. Do use it as often as you can, especially when you are interested in a new champion you haven't paid too much attention to. This is going to be a great way to see whether it's worth investing the signature stones, how well does the signature abilities scale, who has synergy with what, and which champions are kind of like fitting for some specific tags or roles or quests and challenges. Because in game, more and more often we see that you have to use hero with this tag or that tag or from that group, the mercenaries or Spider-Verse characters, so on and so forth. And you can find all of that here, and you can do it easily. It's super easy to apply these filters, get more filters. You want to find who you can use 2015, 2016 tech awakening gem, rank up gems on. Here you go, all the champions listed, for instance, and so on and so forth. You can do a lot of really cool things here and plan out your account and do learn more and new things about your champions. And yeah, so that is about it. This video is just a great shout out to Auntm.ai website, which I believe has done a fantastic job in helping summoners in the contest. Kind of like my biggest regret, unfortunately, is that we do not have this kind of system and profile and user AI in the game, because I think we deserve it. I think we should be able to sort champions by tags, filter them, see incoming synergies, all of that. But for whatever reason, we don't have access to it. We can't even see our own prestige in the game. Therefore, luckily and thankfully, there are people who have taken it upon themselves to create these useful tools for summoners. And I think it's in all of our best interests to use them. But yeah, guys, that will be more or less it about today's video. I don't want to keep you guys too long. Definitely check out this website. I will leave a link of this website in the video description below. And yeah, see you next time, guys. See ya.